Okay, and here we are back. This time we're up against the S300 VM, which I guess is meant to be maybe a replacement for the SA-11. Forgive me for not knowing its proper name, or maybe it's just to have the S300 as a sort of something for the army, I guess, with it being tracked and everything. Well, anyway, here it is. So, it's very much like the SA-11 in that it has its own launch vehicles have their own radars, including for search as well. But we've got three search radars, three search and track radars, I should say, which is interesting that we've got so many. I think one of these ones is probably a replacement for the other. I think this one here is probably a replacement for the older. No, wrong one. It's probably a replacement for this one, because this one is more like it's like a very older, very older. It's like a more archaic version, a more archaic phased array antenna, with the feed horns like being fired backwards at the antenna array. It's kind of like a quite outmoded, sort of dated design. I'm sure it still has its benefits, but it's definitely an older, more old-fashioned way of doing things. Anyway, let's see. So nothing is really happening yet. I will add that I am once again with the S300 MPU, which I think is the S400 in marketing speak. Some of these missiles, not all of them, have a range about 100 and it says here 107, 108 nautical miles, whereas others have a more traditional range of, it says 47 nautical miles. Yeah, nothing is really happening yet, and I'm wondering why. They're red. Am I red? No. So, it's interesting I'm not being fired upon. Yeah, I definitely am being tracked though, 'cause I noticed the main tracking radars is definitely looking at me. It's not moving at all, which is interesting. Maybe I can get him to move. Yeah, he's not rotating at all, which is interesting. I am, by the way, in full reheat, just to burn off some excess fuel because I've accidentally put up too much. And also, who doesn't like going fast? Okay, I think something is happening. Maybe. No? See, he is turning, he is rotating. Very, very slightly though. Okay, I think I need to be in that direction. Sort of over there. I guess over here. Yeah. So according to my nav gear, I'm about 65 miles away. I'm still not being fired upon or anything, even though in theory they should be able to fire upon me. Yeah. So that's curious. I'm certainly high enough, but I suppose I could get higher. Just locking my throttle quadrant together. Yeah, he's definitely looking at me. But I don't understand why I'm not being fired upon. I don't know. I guess they're waiting to use the shorter ranged missiles. I guess they have some kind of preference. That looks like yes, I am being fired upon. Okay, there we go. That's great. Well, not great for me, but well, you know. I'm going to turn this way and hopefully not slam into the ground. So there's the missile, which is quite interesting. So I'm glad I captured it on video. But yeah, it's quite an interesting design. It's like a traffic cone or something. So yeah, there I was, fired upon. Let's see if we can get them to do that again. I'll turn my jammer off. I'll gain some altitude. Nothing is happening. So from one moment they're very keen to fire upon me, to the next they are certainly less interested. I suspect it's to do with my altitude. Maybe they think they can't catch up to me before I hit the ground. So I will try and fly a bit more higher and see if that will help. I don't really seem that interested now. I mean, I'm certainly a big enough target. I'm kind of going fast. But I'm going fast towards them. And I'm increasing altitude. It seems like, yes, there we go. Cool stuff. Alright, now I'm going to accelerate. And turn my jammer on. Going to roll out before I hit the ground there. I've probably, yes, I have defeated that missile. That's great. Seems they are more willing to fire upon me now. I'm going to turn the jammer off. not being fired upon yet. Well, I don't know. I mean, it's really strange that they seem to be so reluctant to fire upon me. How far am I away? I'm 31 nautical miles away, so I'm not like very close, but I am fairly close considering. Well, what was that? Okay, those were missiles. I've turned my jammer on. Yeah, I just happened to have glanced at them in the right moment, and they've self-destructed. Don't know if you saw those two puffs there. What's that? Some kind of... Oh, I know. I think this, whatever this is, some industrial estate, some, well, not even that, it's too small, some factory or whatever, is about 15 miles away from the airbase, as I recall. So yeah, it looks like we are being fired upon, but the missile self-destructed. Interesting. It looks like there was a second one that got fired off, but no, there wasn't. So yeah, very unusual behavior. I don't know if this is programmed behavior or not, because to me it seems a bit too odd to be intentional. Oops. Okay, well, I got shot down. Oh, I can't see, but I'd say that was I don't know, maybe about 15 miles away, which between 10 and 15 miles away, I think. And then they shot me down with the long range missiles. So I don't know what to make of that. I definitely, as I was saying, I suspect that might be some kind of weird bug thing going on here. You know, high digit SAMs, I don't think it was being updated in about 2 years or so. Forgive me if I'm wrong. So maybe we're seeing some kind of problem with the old mod and the new build of DCS. But I don't know, something about the way they were firing off missiles almost randomly. It's definitely queer, no doubt. Although it almost feels realistic enough, because I was to some degree at risk of doing some terrain masking quite easily, just because of how low down I was to the ground, relatively speaking. So maybe that could have been an issue, that I wasn't flying high enough. I suppose what I can do is just simply fly again and see what happens. So I'm going to try and spawn in a bit more closer this time, or next time, and see what exactly happens again. Okay, well, here I am again. This time I'm much closer. I'm about, let's see how far I am. I am 31 nautical miles away, because I thought, well, oh, okay, being fired upon already, by the long range SAM now. Oh, and I guess that was a maneuver kill, so very good. Yes. Okay, well, I tell you what, I'm going to get rid of these long range guys, and we're going to use just the shorter range ones. Although it looks like I was actually fired upon by the shorter range missiles, so I guess they're using the same missile model, it seems like, in the mod. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Anyway, I guess I'll return once again. Okay, well, I now removed the longer range launchers, and we're now left with the shorter range ones. And I'm 25 miles away also, so I turned my radio on just to see if I could maybe pick up on a missile launch on the radar. It doesn't seem to have happened because I just got shot down. Well, yeah, just like the normal S300s, they're definitely not easy to defeat. I guess what I could do is just get really, really close and see what happens then. So let me do that. Okay, this time I forget how far I am. 8 miles away, a bit over 8. I suppose more like 9 miles away. Just to see what's going on here. Also, I deleted oh, never mind, it's not going to matter anymore. I deleted the long range SAMs. And I got hit anyway. Well, I don't know. I mean, unless I was literally skimming the top of the ground and ingesting sand into my jet engines, I don't think we can really avoid these without using something a bit more sophisticated than the chaff and the jamming pod of the F-15. Yeah, I don't know. I think the S300 series is definitely something, definitely a missile system where you need something more sophisticated than just what your ordinary, you know, F-15 sort of plane, you know, could carries. You need something a bit more dedicated, like a anti-radiation missile, or you know, any other kind of missile really, or a more sophisticated jamming pod. Yeah, I think I had another S300 related video after this one, but at this point there's no point in showing you any more of these guys, because it's just going to end the same. I think it's safe to say. So unless I start carrying anti-radiation missiles in these videos from here on after, there's no point in doing in covering the S300, or at least in this series. I intend to do like a separate series going over all the SAMs and how they might be used in DCS in a sort of semi-realistic way, but that's again a separate video series which I want to do after I cover all the SAMs and air defences, you know, just going against them. Okay, well, enough rambling. So thanks for this video. Thanks for watching this video. Thank you.